Hi everyone, I have another Valentine's Day mini to show you. This is not super mini, it is 7 by 7, but this is using the Fancy Pants Beloved set, and here it is, the Beloved by Fancy Pants, and this is one of what's left of the little ephemera pack. There were quite a few things, different things that I used in here, embellishments that came with the paper line. Let me zoom back just a little bit. Well, actually, we can do it from here. So on here, on the cover, I just used, 12 by 12 sheet, and I used, I believe I used a mix of both 12 by 12 and the 6 by 6 pack. This is from ephemera. And look at this cute little bird here. And like all of their little ephemera is kind of a linen texture to it. I don't know if you can see it. If it'll zoom in on that bird, which it doesn't. Yeah, there we go. See, you can see that linen texture on that bird. So they're really quite nice. And so here we have the X's and O's, and we have a little bird on the spine, and then it wraps around, and I love you, and then I made these little hearts, and this is stamped and heat embossed and popped up and layered on top of some more, another die cut scallop heart. And the same thing here, it's stamped and heat embossed and layered up on pop dots. The 14 is from the ephemera. So I think the cover came out really cute, very subtle down here and a little more in your face with a little bit of layering, which I don't typically do because I like sparse and clean. I like the pictures to do the talking, but a little extra on the cover. So this is very similar. Let me zoom out now so that you can see it all. Maybe one more. Okay, let's adjust up just right there. Okay, so right here we have our first page, and this is a new punch. It's new to me. It's a little heart punch. I can't remember exactly what it's called. I'll have to look it up. But really, really cute little border here, and this was from the 12 by 12. And over here we have one of my deep pockets, a little love to love you baby down here. And over here, a little stamp up here with a little heart, a couple of hearts here. And on this one, I made this little booklet that collapses flat. You can even put this in a mailer if you wanted. You can mail this off to somebody as a card because it goes nice and flat. But it also pops up so that it has dimension once they get it. So it's a matchbook. And I'm sure there's probably a ton of people that have done this before. I'm sure it's not a unique idea, but, it's unique to me. So I just made this little, I attached it all on the bottom with with a tiny attacher in 3 spots. But it lifts up like this, and it does not have pattern paper in here. But you could add it, or you could just put your 4x4 photos straight in there. And so there are 6 pages that you can flip through matchbook style, and they all attach at the bottom, and then it just slips back in there. So it's this cute little matchbook booklet, and then I put a little bit of paper on the back as well. I just love this little guy, and of course because my pockets are dimensional, they're extra deep, and so they can handle something extra deep like this without bowing out the pocket or changing it or warping it at all. So over here we have these cute little buttons, which I've used before with Fancy Pants, but on these I changed them around, and before I had used them down here to kind of hold the flap down, which they don't need to be held down. They go back and forth just fine. They don't need to be held. But I wanted to use them in the pack because Vicki had given me all of this from Flossie Scrapper, and wanted to, demonstrate how to use these things. So this time I made them as the little pulls for the pockets, and this is going to be a pattern. I'm working on it right now, and I've actually got 3 patterns in the work right now, and this is one of them, and this one is going to be called the Backflip with Pockets, because I was going to call it the Backflip it with pockets, but Backflip just seemed to go better. So it's going to be my Backflip with pockets. And here we have our photo mat. And then this is just our little pull. And then you can add a full-size photo on the back. This is similar to the one that I did for my Fancy Pants Countdown, where we had 4 days in each one of these pockets. And in this one, we just have a single. But you could add more if you'd like, or you can double up these booklets so that they open up. So these are large 6x6 booklets. And of course, you can use a 6x6 pack making this. And then just make sure that you have at least 1 sheet of 12x12 for the outside cover. So we'll flip through, and of course, Fancy Pants is great at these little envelopes, which are kind of sheer, or these little pockets, and these cute little tags. So look how cute that little tag is. Kind of vintage, a little shabby, but still, you know, pretty bright colors. This is from the ticket roll, as is this, except for this one I did with Versamark and clear embossing powder, and so I shined that up and popped that up as well. Lots and lots of pop dots, foam tape all the way through this. And so here we have, 6x6, and then we have lots of room for journaling, or you can just add some more pictures. So there's that page, and over here we have the hello, my name is, and this one, you can slide the picture way underneath that, so you can get a nice big picture here. And either you can do the landscape or, let's see, well, I don't have anything the right size. Maybe this. Okay, so if you wanted to get like a full-size portrait in here, you still can. Mind you, some of it's going to be covered up, or, you can go with the landscape. Will still fit in here. So that's about how it would look with a picture in there. So lots of room for photos here. And this one pulls out, and we've got this kind of shabby pink, if that's focusing, this kind of shabby pink polka dot, which is super cute. And that slides back in, and I just love these little buttons as the pulls. They're so much fun. And then over here we have a little envelope, and I wasn't crazy about what was on the envelope, so I just used this little stamp, and she's sideways, but I don't want to make you guys dizzy by rotating, so I just put one of the little ephemeras on top of that to kind of hide the ugly, or at least as far as I'm concerned, and then a cute little tag that slides out of there for journaling or little notes, little secrets. And then we've got another sheet here. This is super cute. This is a 6x6 pad. And again, I glossed up these roll of tickets, which is so cute. I just love the rolls of tickets. They're just fun to play with. They're fun to use. And then glossed it up with Versamark and clear embossing. And then on this page, I have the P.S. I love you. Now, these I did not pop up because these are interactive pockets that things need to slide in and out of. And if you pop that up, you're constantly going to have to be lifting up and over that. So I kept all the ones with the pockets nice and flat up here, and then I popped them up down here. So down here, these are both popped up. This is with thin, and then this is with a little bit of thicker. And again, this is one of the tickets. This one I made shiny, and this is one of the ephemera. And we have another little tag that slides out. Well, not little tag. So, and there's also like little full finger pulls here, so that the buttons can slide in there further. And then in this one, we have this little one, and he is just a bifold. And so nice and simple. Leaves lots of room for journaling or pictures, whatever you want to do with it. And then over here, we have these cute little triangle pattern. And this is popped up from the ephemera, my dear. And then we have a nice envelope here, a sheer envelope. Another ephemera that says I love you. And we've got a nice big tag tied into a little bow. And I added a little glue so the bow wouldn't come untied. Boo. So there's this tag. Cute stuff. I really like that tag. That one's just fun. And of course you could add whatever you want to the back as well. So, I mean, you could really get carried away with little stories about your relationship and about your marriage or, you know, your boyfriend, whatever. Whatever you want to put in here. You know, you could put a collection of, you know, the past 10 years, 20 years in here. It doesn't have to be just pictures that were taken on Valentine's Day. And I think, people kind of forget that. I don't take pictures on Valentine's Day unless, you know, I get roses. Then sometimes I snap a picture of that. But you can't have a whole album full of just roses that you're heavy about. So yeah, go through all of the sweet, wonderful moments that you guys have shared together and throw them in a book. And whether it's for him or whether it's for yourself, I think it's a good thing to make a Valentine's Day book. But over here we have Won't You Be Mine? And of course it's popped up as well. And then look at how cute this little button is. Is he coming in? Let's see if we can get him to focus. Focus, focus. There we go. Isn't he cute with that teeny tiny little circled heart there? Just love him. Just love him. Same thing as here. It has the little I love you. Right there, kind of buried in the paper. And like I said, this lot of 6x6 was used in here. And so this pulls out, and look at how cute. It's like this really pretty gray weathered fence. Very, very cute. And then over here, we have some red polka dot, which of course looks like Minnie Mouse. But, you know, it's love too. And another one of these tickets that I heat embossed with clear. And we've got another little tag that says you and me, if you can see that. You and me. It doesn't want to focus. Those chevrons are kind of freaking out the camera. And then Cupid's arrow, ephemera, and that is popped up as well. You can't really see it very well, but it is. And again, another ticket that's heat embossed that says beloved. And look at how cute these, it's like watercolor hearts. How cute is this paper? You know, I wasn't all that crazy about it when I saw it as a whole collection, but then once you start playing with it, super cute stuff. It's a lot of fun. Fancy pants is often that way. It isn't until you start cutting into it that you really start appreciating the way that everything kind of goes together and that it gives a whole kind of eclectic feel to it, and which I love. And so on this page, again, this is an interactive pocket page, so I glued this one down, the sugar, with the little kissies, the little lips on there. And then this one's popped up down here. I love the polka dots on polka dots. Super cute. And then in this booklet, it says, What I Love About You. And I turned this into a quad, and I rounded the corners. And so you can really get a lot in here. Super simple to make. And you can make this out of 1 8.5 by 11 sheet, which is nice. And a binding strip. And so on this one, hello. So this one is just it's kind of a soft teal color. And then look at this cute little gray. I love gray mixed in with pink. Gray and pink go so perfect together. And so there's that one. And over here, we have some chevron up here, red and white chevron. Look at how cute this little envelope is with these counting hearts. So super cute. And look at how cute the tag is. Love these. I could really get addicted to these little tags and envelopes. I'm always a fan of making my own embellishments, but these are so cute. And again, this is one of the little tickets that I heat embossed with clear. Ephemera popped up, little heart. And then we have my soulmate, more ephemera. And this is part of the 6x6 sheet, the small I love you. That's like the larger one on the cover, which was 12 by 12. And some X's and O's on this little button. I think they call them flare, not buttons. So here's the red. That's the 6x6. I think I use 6x6 on all of the tags. So then on our last page, we have this cute little light green, kind of a seafoam green. and some ephemera on there. Kind of dress it up. And a nice cute little tag. And free kisses, or one free kiss rather. And again, that one is glossed up with heat embossing. And the ephemera Be Mine, the little word speech bubble. And then again, we have this same heart trim, the Martha Stewart tiny heart trim on the back. And so that is it. That is my Fancy Pants Beloved mini album. And I hope you guys like it. Thanks for watching.